There is a lot more to this Dream story in just the past couple days, and it's still not even over yet. There's a whole bunch of new updates, and I'm going to be going over a lot of different stuff for you guys. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a couple things. I want to cover my opinion on Geosquare being accused of clout chasing. I also want to cover Drim. If you guys don't know who Drim is, he's a Minecraft YouTuber who got canceled for speedrun cheating and actually got canceled by Dream. And I want to cover how that affects this. I also want to cover why we should stop saying Dream was just lucky, because he wasn't just lucky. We got a bunch of Dream tweets that just came out, so we're going to kind of cover all of this in this short little video. So strap your seatbelts on and stay tuned. But really quickly, a lot of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. If you've enjoyed these videos I've been dropping, hit that subscribe button. And for this video, if you put a cookie emoji in the comments, I will give your comment a little heart. But let's get into this. So firstly, intent does not affect truth. What does this even mean? How does this even apply to this scenario at all? Intent does not affect truth when we're talking about Geosquare and whether or not he's clout chasing. The biggest argument Dream initially made, and a lot of his fans are making, is that Geosquare is a clout chaser, and therefore we shouldn't even give him the time of day or shouldn't even give him the attention because, he's a clout chaser, so whatever. But this is a ridiculous and completely incorrect argument. Because if Geosquare's intent is to chase the juiciest, creamiest clout he can find and just bathe in the views and just bathe in the dopamine rush that his brain gives him when he opens up YouTube Studio and sees the views on his video, that changes absolutely nothing about whether or not Dream cheated or not on his Minecraft speedrun. So that's one big thing that I think people need to understand. Intent does not affect truth. If you want to say maybe the statistics are wrong, hey, they might be. It could come out later. They were completely skewed. I doubt that, but it's possible. We can address that and we can talk about that. But Geosquare being a clout chaser, irrelevant. Doesn't affect the discussion. And I'd like to clarify another thing. Dream actually apologized for this after his initial response. He took to Twitter and said, also, on a semi-related note, I want to apologize to the mod team for some harsh things I've said since the video came out. Although I have a reason to be upset, I have no reason to act like a baby. I tend to act before I think when I receive intense criticism. And honestly, good for Dream. I give him a point here, for sure. This is a mature, well-handled response to an accusation. And although he did definitely, I think he acted like a baby, he's apologized for it, so good on him for that. Even though I still think he cheated, I have to look at this objectively, and he did well there. So everyone who keeps continuing to say Geosquare is a clout chaser, you're going against Dream. The guy you're defending, he doesn't even condone what you're saying, so stop. You look dumb. But here's another thing. As the statistics lie right now, Dream didn't just get lucky. We have to be honest here. It's funny, I actually got this thought from an iDubbbz video 2 years ago titled, "Do Not Contribute to the Lottery, Loser. iDubbbz Complains." And in the video, iDubbbz basically says, dude, statisticians will tell you that technically you have a chance of winning the lottery, but you need to ignore them because you are not going to win the lottery. iDubbbz video is actually really good at talking about statistics and chance. And he basically tells you, stop listening to people when they say, technically it's true, technically it can happen. It is not going to happen. You are not going to go to the gas station and buy a lottery ticket and win. Be realistic. It's not going to happen. And the lottery is even a way higher chance than Dream. It's like 10, 20 times higher. So if these statistics are true, stop saying Dream was just lucky, even if you're against him. To say, Dream got really, really lucky. I think he cheated. It's way too lucky. No, dude, Dream did not get really, really lucky. Dream cheated. I'm sorry, but as the stats lie right now, this was not just luck. This was not really good luck. People who say that he got lucky need to go watch this video by iDubbbz and genuinely learn about the lottery and why stats are the way that they are. Stop saying technically it could happen. It did not happen. It could not have happened. Drop it. But like I said, hey, these stats might be wrong. They could be completely twisted. But as they lie right now, that's the truth. And I will give Dream another point here. He is at least responding better. That doesn't mean that I think he's clear. He's definitely not clear. But he dropped a tweet a couple days ago after I made my video. And the tweet says, just to clear up some misinformation regarding the speedrunning thing, in Geosquare's video, he says that I didn't provide them with my mod folder because I said I delete it frequently. This obviously makes me look suspicious and a lot of people are bringing it up. I provided everything the mods ever asked for to them, so this is false. I also never said that I delete them frequently, and Geosquare has admitted this and apologized. The only time I was ever asked anything regarding the mods folder was 10 days after my speedrun. I was asked if I had modified it, because they wanted to check the modification dates. I obviously said that I had, because it had been 10 days and I changed what mods I'm using depending on the server that I'm on. Dream SMP is 1.16.3, speedrunning is 1.16.1, servers 1.8, etc. In an act of transparency, I'm linking a download to my 1.16 19-minute world file below. This was uploaded less than 10 minutes after the stream. This includes the mod packs folder as well as logs that list every mod that was loaded at the time. No custom mods. And then attached is a 19-minute run.zip file on Google Drive. And if you open this 19-minute run.zip file, the created and modified date both say around 7:50 p.m. on October 9th, which does match up to less than 10 minutes after his stream. And I'm not going to sit here and claim that I'm an expert. I have absolutely no idea how mod packs work. I do not understand any of it. Believe me, I do not know. I'm really curious to see if there's actually any way we can prove that this is really the file he used, or if this is a default clean mod pack that he just uploaded at the time and not the one he actually used on his run. I don't know if there's any way to prove that, but it is entirely possible he could have just uploaded some random default mod pack, titled it 19-minute run, and said, look, this is mine. If he already had the intent to cheat, this wouldn't be out of the question. I'm not accusing him, but if he did already have the intention to cheat, he should have been prepared to upload a fake mod pack to Google Drive. Just saying. And so to continue, if you guys don't know anything about Drem, he was a speedrunner that got exposed by Dream for faking his speedrun. He basically used a set seed. You're supposed to randomize your seed and get a random world every time, but he got exposed for using a set seed in his Minecraft run. And Dream basically was part of this whole process. He was the one who exposed Dream completely. But on October 27th, Dream made a video talking about the doc that was released against Dream. The doc by the moderator team exposing Dream for, his stats or whatever. And basically said in his video, Dream, you sent so much hate to me. Like, yeah, you can never say anything again because you just got exposed for cheating. So bow down. That's basically what Dream just said in his video. But Dream wrote a reply, and this is actually an interesting reply. And the reply from Dream reads, I actually do apologize on behalf of any of my fans that brought you hate, as that's not something I would support regardless of the circumstances. I never have and never will support any form of hatred towards anyone. They were upset that you faked a speedrun, and that's understandable. I don't appreciate you making this video as if it's fact that any of my runs are fake, though. Many respected people in the speedrunning community have said that it's upsetting that Shogun made a video about data without letting all the correct information and data be found. It's disrespectful to the speedrun mods and also disrespectful to me. It's not in any way whatsoever similar to your set seed run, but I understand why you would jump to say this. Either way, hope it all works out for you. And here's the key, here's the kicker. And I'm sure most people have forgotten about your fake run, or will in the future, so it will end up fine. So this guy that Dream spent a lot of time exposing for a set seed run, he basically went to him. And Dream is a small guy. He has like 9,000 subs on YouTube. He's a small YouTuber. And Dream, with this huge, giant fan base, basically said, I'm sure people forgot. It's not even a big deal. Everyone's going to forget about it and move on anyway. Wow. So that kind of tells you how seriously Dream reads this whole thing. He definitely, I can tell that he definitely thinks this is going to be no problem. He's just going to move on. No one's even going to care. Whatever, which is a little bit immature in my opinion, because I do think that when you ruin the competitive integrity of speedrunning and just completely respond like a total child, although he did apologize, I will clarify that, but when you do all that, you should at least face some sort of consequences, and it can't just be, he makes good content, so he can just get away with whatever he wants and have absolutely no backlash or no consequence whatsoever. I think that's unfair. But we're going to have to see how this plays out. Dream's response video has not yet come out, so we're still waiting on that. He has said, working on a response video soon regarding the speedrun stuff, out within a week. Making a quality response is more important to me than rushing it. Sad to see people jumping on the hate wagon before hearing any opposing viewpoint. That's just how the internet works, though. And I will say that not a lot of people hate Dream. There's probably some people who do, but not a lot. A lot of people are really more just disappointed in the way you've handled it and the fact that you did cheat. I mean, as the statistics lie right now, you cheated. I'm sorry, dude, but you did. If you can somehow disprove the stats or maybe say that they're twisted, I'll listen to your side when that comes out in the next video. But it's also important to note, Dream doesn't know how to do stats, so he's going to be hiring somebody. And obviously the person he's hiring is going to be biased because they're hired by Dream. So there's going to be bias on both sides. Dream is not going to be unbiased, just like the mods were not unbiased. And the way I know that Dream's not going to be focused on stats is this Discord DM right here by Dream, where he says, I'm focusing my energy on the non-stat side of things because that's all I can do, because I'm not a statistician. Which is fair, he's not. But just keep that in mind. Both sides of this are going to be very biased, so you're going to have to pick objectively what you think is more true. The guy who Dream hires to look at his stats is most likely going to twist it in Dream's favor. So we'll see what happens. I am really curious as to what he means when he says the non-stat side of things. Is he going to address like Geostorm clout chasing? Is he going to address bias? I have no idea what else he's going to address besides the stats, because that's really the only place where there's really controversy, is whether he cheated or not and if the stats are on his side. So I'm really curious to see what else he's going to make his video about. If it's non-statistical, maybe he's just talking about like the graphics or the video or something. I have no idea. But let me know what you guys think of this whole thing. I think this whole controversy still looks pretty poor for Dream. He's definitely improved his game when it comes to responding, but I don't really like how a lot of his fans now have this idea planted in their head that Geo's a cloud chaser and that Dream was just lucky and all this stuff. I don't really like that idea just being planted in these people's head. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, and if you're new around here, you can subscribe. It's free. You can always change your mind later. I'm going to see you guys in the next video when Dream makes his reply. So, peace.